Hi, this is Vincent with SCA Iowa, another introductory video for the Society for Creative Anachronism. The SCA is a worldwide historic recreation organization dedicated to recreating all the best aspects of the Middle Ages. Anything that was made, used, consumed before 1600, we have friends who enjoy learning about it, trying it, exploring it, teaching others about it. It's a way to explore history hands-on. Our members do this at a variety of locations and at different times. Sometimes they are working on projects at home after work. Other times they're talking about projects or learning online in many of the online communities associated with the SCA. But like so many hobbies, it's the interactions with other people and the fun that comes from that that's the real enjoyment of participating in the Society for Creative Anachronism. At times our members come together at these local meetings in communities near their homes and hang out with their friends just to learn and practice close to home. At other times, they travel near and far to the weekend events that the SCA is known for and enjoy the fun and camaraderie of gathering both large and small. Of course, one of the challenges is that this is a non-profit organization and we don't have a huge advertising budget to tell the world about our gatherings. So part of the secret is you need to know where to find this information. I really wish it wasn't so much of a secret, as once we get new members to explore our events and gatherings, they usually end up getting hooked on this fun and amazing hobby. But let's take time in this video to reveal to you the secrets of finding when and where these events are held. As a little bonus, we'll talk about how you can find your local group and when and where they meet. The first thing we need to do when we are helping you to discover which events you can attend is to find out where you are at. There are 20 kingdoms in the SCA currently, and these represent the regional areas where people can participate. Now, you aren't limited to just one. In fact, I live close to the border between 3 different kingdoms, and depending on what events sound interesting, I may travel to any one of those 3 kingdoms to participate in these events. Many people find themselves well within the boundary of one of these kingdoms, and figuring out which kingdom you're in can help you determine which calendar you need to look for. You can easily find a map or a reference of all these kingdoms at sca.org. The society level website has information to help you find your regional kingdom, including the links to the kingdom websites. Once you discover which kingdom you live in, you'll want to investigate that kingdom's website. A kingdom's website is going to have a lot of useful information on it. Quite often it has links for the newer members who are just getting started in their historic adventure, contacts for people who work with newer members and assist them in their journey, as well as a lot of other background information about their regional group. Most importantly to this video, the Kingdom website will either display the Kingdom calendar of upcoming events or will have an obvious link to it on this website linking you to the calendar. This calendar will help you discover which events are coming up and when they are. It will contain key information about the event, not only the date and the times of the event, but also the address or location, what activities are planned, maybe who's even attending. It's important to keep in mind that each of these events has its own feel, a different theme, a different set of activities planned. Really, there's no 2 events that are quite the same. You may find that certain events just appeal to you more than others. Other events just don't hold a lot of interest for you at all. And that's okay. You can easily look ahead and see which events are conveniently placed in time so that you can attend. Connected to the Kingdom calendar will be links for flyers, like this one, event web pages, and sometimes even social media information. Event flyers are one-page documents that summarize key information about an upcoming event. Now, these are throwbacks to the days of when printed newsletters were published and sent out physically to members, allowing them to know which events were coming up. Gosh, how did we get along without the internet? Event websites usually have more information, they're more up to date, they have changes that are happening leading up to the event, These will often include schedules of the events for the day, specific announcements about the event itself. Now, social media pages are easier to create, but due to the modern challenges with social media outlets, they're becoming a little bit more challenging for people to use. We are often at the mercy of algorithms, so we might not even see the content that we are interested in. They are easier to interact with and can have up-to-the-minute information, but many of us will have to mark ourselves as attending an event, going to an event, so that we will be notified of any changes to this social media page. It's worth pointing out that if you, like me, live close to the edge of a kingdom, then it's very worthwhile to check out your neighboring kingdom's website as well. Some of our favorite events are actually held by our neighboring kingdom, and it's quite often that events that the neighboring kingdom has for any particular weekend are a shorter drive for us than the event held within our own kingdom. There's nothing in the SCA saying that you can't cross a border and participate in a neighboring kingdom. I feel that it's quite often for newer members, they start out attending the events that are most convenient for them. Maybe it's the event hosted by their local group or by one nearby, the event that represents a shorter investment in time, a smaller investment in money, being closer to home. On the other hand, sometimes an event theme is so appealing that it attracts a newcomer to drive clear across the kingdom to participate. Whatever events you choose to participate in, you know that you'll be welcome. You don't have to be a paid member of the SCA in order to participate at SCA events. Even if you just want to drop in and check out an event, as long as you pay the site fee and wear an attempt at historic clothing from before 1600, then you're welcome to enjoy the day's festivities. Now, obviously, a lot of our fun happens at these weekend events. But many people enjoy participating with their local group on a more frequent basis, closer to home. These local meetings are held at different frequencies at different locations across the country and around the world. Some local groups have local meetings once a month or hold meetings weekly. In some of our larger communities, members may even participate in more than one local group activities within any given week, participating with the archery practice with one group and participating in the combat recreation practice of a group that's nearby. The big challenge of finding out when these meetings are being held is quite often down to knowing the name of your local group. Most local group websites and social media feeds are based off of their SCA names. And these SCA names are somewhat creative in their nature. Often they're based on medieval naming traditions or inside jokes, and rarely do they include the name of the communities that they are serving. The easiest way to figure out what your local group is called is to go to our Kingdom website and look for the map of these local groups there. This local group map includes most major population centers, but there are some communities that don't have coverage of the local groups. You can either choose to drive to the local group nearest to you or one that's convenient for you to attend. Some groups will even have their meeting times and locations listed on their websites or linked off the Kingdom calendar page. Some will post their meeting times and locations off of their social media feeds, which can be a little bit harder to find. If you can't find the information for when your local group meets, consider emailing their local officer in charge of helping newer members. This person is called a chatelaine. Or email the Kingdom chatelaine for more assistance. Your fun in exploring history is likely going to begin when you begin participating and showing up at these activities. Whether these are local activities, local meetings, or traveling to the weekend events, I hope that you get a chance to discover your adventure as you explore the meetings and events held within the Society for Creative Anachronism.